Good afternoon and welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I am your presenter, Rajiv Providence. First, on the local scene, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Meteorological Services is closely monitoring a tropical wave currently situated over the eastern Atlantic, approximately 2,140 miles east of SVG. In a weather information statement issued on June 26th, SVG Met reports that the tropical wave is moving westward at a speed of 15 to 20 miles per hour. There is a possibility of development with a medium chance of forming a tropical cyclone within the next 7 days. SVG Met says that due to the considerable distance and uncertainty in model predictions, it is too early to determine the exact path of the system's center or the potential magnitude of associated hazards. Nonetheless, model guidance indicates that instability from this disturbance could start affecting the islands from Sunday night into Monday. Residents are strongly advised to stay informed about the progress of this system. Currently, there are no watches or warnings in effect for SVG. The World Pediatric Speech and Language Therapy team has made a return to St. Vincent for the second time this year, following a successful 3 day clinic earlier in January. The team arrived on June 15th and conducted their clinic from June 16th to 18th, 2024. Led by speech therapist Jill Hodge, the team included speech therapist Wendy McMillan and Brendan Rooney, occupational therapist Meg Porter, and local speech therapist Kimberly Cambridge. Despite being labeled as a speech and language clinic, the team addressed a variety of concerns affecting a child's development and daily life. The team was specially assembled to provide expertise in augmentative, alternative communication, autism, ADHD, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, articulation disorders, sensory and feeding concerns, and other behavioral or speech disorders. Over the 3 day period, they saw 99 Vincentian children. On the afternoon of the first day, they held an informative group session for parents with children experiencing any of the aforementioned concerns. The primary aim of this session was to share valuable information with parents about their children's conditions and offer guidance on how to manage and cope with them at home. Still on the local scene, the opposition, the New Democratic Party, the NDP, has condemned the recent killings that have occurred in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. This condemnation comes following the June 24th fatal shooting of Kesron Deschamps, as well as the June 26th shooting death in Belmont, which saw Osborne Glasgow lose his life as burglars invaded his home in Harmony Hall. The NDP, in an official release, called for action to be taken by Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves and the Commissioner of Police. Prior to this release by the opposition, Prime Minister Gonsalves, while speaking on state radio on the morning of June 26th, speaking of the death of Osborne Glasgow, pledged to root out criminal elements in SVG, disclosing that he had summoned a meeting with the deputy, assistant commissioners, and the superintendent of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Force. Prime Minister Gonsalves at the time said the meeting would be one of action. The Prime Minister, who is also Minister of National Security, stated that a small minority must not be allowed to disrupt the peace and tranquility of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. On to news in the region. A Guyanese man has been charged and arrested for murder after fatally stabbing his wife. Neldon Jojo Neblet appeared before a judge in the Wales Magistrate Court in Guyana. He was not required to plead guilty or innocent when he appeared before Magistrate Rhonda Weaver on Wednesday. He was remanded to prison. The case was adjourned to August 6 and it will be transferred to the Magistrate Court. According to Loop News, he was told by his wife, Anuradha Khatun, to reduce his alcohol intake. In response to this, he allegedly became enraged and attacked her with a kitchen knife. He then fled the scene. Khatun was transported to the West Demerara Regional Hospital, but she died before receiving treatment. The names of Jamaica's 15-member sexual harassment tribunal that has been established to hear and determine complaints and to make awards under the provisions of the Sexual Harassment Act were recently made public by the country's Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, Olivia Grange. Minister Grange, who made the disclosure during her contribution to the sectoral debate in Jamaica's House of Representatives, said the members have all met the fit and proper eligibility requirements specified in the Act. The Sexual Harassment Act was operationalized in Jamaica on July 3rd, 2023. Finally, on the international scene, NASA has selected Elon Musk's SpaceX company to bring down the International Space Station at the end of its life. The California based company will build a vehicle capable of pushing the 430-ton orbiting platform into the Pacific Ocean early in the next decade. A contract for the work, valued at up to $843 million, was announced on Wednesday. The first elements of the space station were launched in 1998, with continuous crewed operations beginning in 2000. The station circles the Earth every 90 minutes at an altitude just above 400 kilometers and has been the home to thousands of scientific experiments investigating all manner of phenomena, from the aging process in humans to the formula for new types of materials. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I have been your presenter, Rajiv Providence. Join us again at 5:30 for WEFM's Evening News, and we thank you for listening.